crashes and close calls and what not to do. So rain, lower traction, especially on knobby tires on a dirt bike like this. So if we're having to do some braking, we might have some issues.
So
everything I talk about, here we go, there it is, there it is. All right, so everything I talk about is a part, oh, his helmet flew off. That's not good. Once again, everything I talk about here comes from the Smart Rider Motorcycle Training System. This is in a neighborhood. This is neighborhood riding. That's part of Riding Smart, the book. So the system that I have here is multiple different books. This one will get you from 0 to license. This one is parking lot drills that you're going to have 24 drills to practice, only 10 cones, and how to rescue somebody after a crash. These are all things that we're going to be talking about during this live class here on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I said I wasn't going to pause, but I did. But here's the thing. Neighborhood riding is extremely important to do when you first start riding because you're able to utilize the plan method. So position for safety, locate, assess, and navigate. That's what we're doing here. Road surface hazard is going to be a problem because our total stopping distance, like I said.
Was quite risky and completely.
And then neighborhoods, I want you guys to understand, I said I wasn't going to pause, but I love doing it. Every driveway is an intersection. Every driveway. So that's why it's the perfect training grounds for a brand new rider. You ride around in your neighborhood until you get bored because you're so bored because you got so good at it. Not because you're bored because you want to go faster. You're bored because it's become so easy to do. Now we move off to the next thing, which is going to be a surface road outside the neighborhood. Now you're riding around the actual neighborhood, not in the neighborhood. But this is going to also teach you that people want to go into intersections. They want to go into a driveway. So whenever you see a vehicle in the neighborhood, pretend that there's an intersection, all these different things. So there's the side of the vehicle we're going to talk about, side of the vehicle. We don't know if they're backing out or pulling out or going in, whatever it is. Practice, practice, practice. No more pausing. Okay. So right here, you're not going to be able to stop in time. We have 3 things we can do. We can decelerate, like stop. We can turn, or we can accelerate. All right, here we go. Corners, hazardous areas. That's part of this. Whoa, that's why, because you never know what's around that corner. It's a hazardous situation, just like intersections. We need to navigate these active threats. Oh, having good 360 situation awareness is important. Seeing that headlights are coming at you quick, very important. Not much we could have done, so be a smart rider. Acquire and use personal protective equipment. There's that side of the vehicle. Let them. Just go ahead and paddle walk as much as you can back so we don't get clipped.
What are you doing?
Let them. Just let them. Why? It's kind of funny, but don't do that. Now you're creating more issues. The impulsive thoughts got to him. He made me laugh. Okay, there it is. All right. So once again, intersection. What's gonna happen? Riding an e-bike. Ooh. Can't pause it. Almost ran into the car, stopping in the road. So we're going around a corner. That's a blind corner. Going super fast. Good swerve. But we were going fast around a blind corner. We should have anticipated there might be something on the other side.
The cyclist on a bend. Fortunately, this biker managed to react in time.
Okay. Oh. Good job. The car went out of the way because of the cyclist on the side. If it's not safe to do so, don't do it for the cyclist. It is what it is. Oh, intersection. Once again, side of the vehicle creeping out. What do? We have to navigate that. Either accelerate out of it, brake, or swerve around it. So in that situation, swerving around it or accelerating past it really quick is important. Applying the brakes would have stopped and get hit. Oh, dog. Accelerate now. Accelerate. Once you got past it, juke it, accelerate. Oh, just powering through everything here. We're on a scooter. Side of the pedestrian. Idiots. They didn't see us. They saw cars. They didn't see a motorcycle rider. We're invisible. Oh, we're going to go ahead and lane split. You saw that. He has his indicator. You got to apply the brakes.
Too confident in lane splitting.
Ooh.
On the other hand, the driver didn't hit
Radius ulna. He squeezed it because he's got pain. Hopefully, there's not a fracture there, but probably like a hairline minimum. So he put his hand down, snap. Maybe road rash. That could be why. That's why you wear full gear, everybody. So if you're getting back into riding, get full gear. If you're just now starting to ride, get full gear. There's a minimum gear list and a gear guide on my website and in the book. In the book. I show you what to get, why to get it. He's not even wearing a helmet. Got lucky with the swerve. Stay upright. Very good. We couldn't have seen it. It was very difficult to see why. Look at the sun's in her face. He's not even wearing glasses. Get a rock or a bug in your eye at that speed? Oh, Jesus. Ooh, good swerve. Lifted leg up last second. That was a good swerve. Side of the vehicle. Once again, we're seeing all the same patterns. So if you're a brand new rider, pay attention. There's the side of the vehicle coming out. Swerve out of the way. 3 things we can do. Swerve, accelerate, or brake. It's the only thing that's going to save you. No honking the horn, rev bombing, punching mirrors is not going to save you.
Situation where for some
just not doing anything is not going to save you.
He fails to notice the rider and adds his
slow speed, slow speed. Oh, nothing you could have done there. Nothing you could have done there. Jump off the bike. This is like a car accident, like a car versus a car typical accident. It just happens to be scarier because we're on a motorcycle. We don't have a cage. We don't have anything to protect us. It's on his leg. Oh. Wear gear. That could have crushed his ankle. One sec. Did you see his knee? You guys see his knee? I think I might have been blocking it. Okay, so we got some discoloration. So possibly where the impact and it was putting pressure on it, that ankle looked bad. All right, here we go. Oh, how to rescue somebody. This is part of the system. You get a rescue booklet and a card, and you get digital versions of it, so you know what to do. You're like, oh crap, what do I do? Okay, yeah, I need to call 911 or remain calm. He's limping. That's not good. Okay, is he bleeding anywhere? Okay. I need a direct pressure apply, tourniquet, or pack the wound. Okay, cool. Get the system. You get all these resources. Be the smart one in your group. If you're going to be in a group, right, at least be the smartest one. You don't want to be the dumbest one, right? You don't want to be the dumbest one. And you want to be in a group that they're all smart riders, because if you crash, you want them to take care of you. You know?
Ich muss anrufen, ich weiß es nur nicht.
Doktor.
Nein, ist gut.
Das Firma.
German?
Weil ist da vorne kaputt, ja.
Is that a Buell?
Nee, ist total hell.
We don't make those no more. No, it's not. Alright, moving on. It's all sad music. Let's take a look at this one. It's German. Open lane pattern. No, car. Ooh, found the escape. Don't hit the mirror. I want you guys to see this. He's in the middle of the lane. I keep pausing it. Sorry, guys. It's a Hornet 600. Nice. Switched over to a new lane position. That's part of planning your ride. You find a lane position that's safe for you. It's like, oh crap, something's in front of me. I have to navigate into a new lane position. That's it. Sometimes it's just a nice little lane change. Sometimes it's a massive swerve.
To reprimand the driver who was heavily engrossed in his phone. The driver's reaction didn't sit well with the rider, and he decided to react strongly at the next opportunity.
No, you're not the police. You don't need to. You're not there to educate people. It's hard enough to even educate like your kids. They're not gonna listen. Like you think a stranger's gonna. I would not listen to you.
You heard me.
I would not listen to you. You're not gonna shame me. I don't know you.
Pull over.
You're not gonna make me feel shame.
Pull over.
I'm gonna laugh at you. Like you're a Karen.
Wind your window down.
You're a Karen on a motorcycle.
Why don't you quit with your phone and try to drive? You're weaving all over the goddamn road. Hey, why don't you pull over?
Yeah, I'm gonna totally. Pause that. I'm totally gonna listen to you after you calling me names. You know, the simplest thing you could be like, hey, is everything okay? He's like, yeah. It's like, oh, you're swerving all over the road. I was just wondering if you're okay. Okay, cool.
Pull over. Pull over. Come on.
Come on, man. You wanna fight, man? You wanna fight? Fucking stupid. Hopefully he's not. This is a 2-year-old video. Hopefully that guy's not riding anymore. I always have to point out, because people do ask, like, why do they have that little antenna thing? If you're from Brazil or anything, I keep pausing. You're from Brazil and all that stuff. They have like these kites They do kite wars where they put like glass into the string, so they try to cut each other's kites. And once they cut a kite, the kite goes flying. Now you have a string that has glass impregnated in it, just like hanging out. And so they have these things to catch the string versus your neck catching the string. All right, here we go. Side of the vehicle, side of the vehicle, side of the vehicle. Switching our lane. Go ahead and roll off the throttle. Find the escape. Very good. Handled it. Move over. Go ahead and accelerate out of there. All right, done. New rider makes a mistake and nearly misses collision. Okay. So dramatic. Should we rescue? I don't know. Watch tonight. Channel 3. What's gonna happen? Oh, good job doing hazards. So that's an important thing, is having somebody down that way to be doing this, like slowing traffic down. So it's really cool that car driver did their brights, flash their brights, because you don't want somebody coming around this corner and it's getting darker. They're not gonna be able to see you. Just in case something happens. Oh my gosh. Oh. You see that? I'm going to go back 5 seconds. I want you to look at that only. Just look at that only. You ready? You ready? I said I wasn't going to pause, but we're pausing it. We're pausing it. That can cause a major bleed. You have arteries that go all the way down to your tippy toes. Small little ones, little arterioles. You have a giant big one that bifurcates into your hip, into your femoral artery. You have your aorta. Goes into the femoral. Then it gets smaller and smaller and smaller as it gets down, down, down. But it's still an artery. If this thing is bleeding and splurting, you need to get a tourniquet. You see what I mean? You need to be able to stop major bleeds just in case something happens. If this dude is bleeding out and nobody has a tourniquet, nobody knows what to do, it doesn't matter. He's going to die before the ambulance shows up. You need to be able, to stop that major bleed. Take a look at it again. And he's not doing good either. It's around a corner. Around a corner. Right leg snap. So we fell to the right probably. Snapped. Call 911. Grab your trauma kit. That person's not doing good either. Probably a broken back. Wrapped around the tree. So everyone's like, what do we do? What do we do? Panic, 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 panic. Get the system. You'll at least learn how to rescue somebody. Going a tad over the speed limit. Oh, jeez. Yeah, they're getting out of the way because there's lights behind them and they see it. You know what you're doing. Yeah, as soon as you see that, you pull over. You don't want to get another charge of being like... Yeah, you don't want another charge of being in pursuit.
Let's kill it. Obviously, if you can't hear my sirens, whatever you got going on is way too loud.
Yes, sir.
No. No, that's a dumb thing to say. No. I've been in an ambulance and I'm going 35, and people can't hear the sirens because their cars are insulated. And then once you get to, here's the thing though, this might be the case. Once you get to a certain speed, sirens, the noise of it does not reach the vehicle. So we turn off sirens when we get on the highway. Like it's not going to reach the person unless you're right on them. And so then now we're having wind going through the helmet. Yeah. And maybe earplugs. You're not going to be able, it's hard. It's hard to hear sirens. So I keep pausing.
I'm sorry.
We pause
I
now.
was behind you. I got you doing 62 going this way. That's why I pulled you over. Also, your license.
22. That's criminal speeding in Arizona.
So we pulled over.
You're gonna get your car or your motorcycle impounded.
Think about that already. I don't know if someone's like put you in a Gmail or put me in a Gmail.
I want to show you guys
the thing on Amazon that he told me to order because I went.
So this is whatever video, that motorcycle cop stuff. Like I went to a motorcycle rodeo this weekend, and they do some impressive stuff. Like they're going nuts. These guys know how to ride. Look at that. They're going pretty crazy. You're not gonna trust me. You're not gonna outride one of these cops. You're just not.
Yeah.
You might think you're good.
Yamaha doesn't make that anymore. You got to go to.
You're not gonna.
See what you can find.
Some aftermarket plate holder.
Yeah, and then I put that one on. I got pulled over again because it was.
So just chatting. Hidden plate, 22 over the speed limit, expired plate.
You're
gonna get some good tickets.
I actually clocked you at 62. I'm only charging you for 5 over. You've been really cool with me, and I think that deserves a break. All right.
He said something stupid earlier, but don't fight the cops. Be nice. Take accountability. Take responsibility. Maybe they don't expect it. Maybe they will be nice back. Maybe. That's the only chance you get is a maybe. You can't expect, hey, I was nice to you, give me a break. That's not always the case. But you have a greater chance if you're not being a dick. Okay? Greater chance. So you might be able to get that. That was criminal speeding, impounding your bike, like massive tickets and fines. Hey, I'm going to get you 5 over. You were going 22 over. I'll give you 5 over.
Give you your backpack. You don't have to lean down. I don't want you to wrap your bike for nothing.
And he's kind.
No, I understand the whole running situation. I know a lot of guys who do run, and
Go.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Drive safe, okay? There's a bunch of idiots out there.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I like the cop. All right, here we go. No more pausing. So he did it to a van. What an idiot. So just because, you're on a motorcycle doesn't mean you get, special treatment from me. If you're an idiot, you're an idiot. I don't care who you are. If you're a 3-year-old baby, I don't give a crap. If you're an idiot, I'm going to call you an idiot. Anyways. Good job. You better hurry up, dude. You better hurry up. You better hurry up and get that 3-point turn going, you dummy. Not a big deal, though. I mean, he did it probably on a green arrow. Oh, my gosh. So don't be an idiot like a lot of these people. Learn how to rescue somebody after a crash, so get the whole system. But with that said, hope you guys ride safe, be safe. I'll see you guys on the next live stream.